Today we're talking about why diets like Whole30 are the future of weight loss. Here's what's good.
You like diet eat, like diet eat. Just the way you eat, man. You die.
Look at the stats. Diets have failed us. But maybe we've just been thinking about diets the wrong way. I ate dinner the other week with a friend who's been doing the ketogenic diet for 6 months. It's a high-fat, low-carb diet that's super extreme, and it's really hard to do for a long period of time. This is true of most diets. The average American supposedly diets 3 to 4 times a year, and yet I bet you don't know anyone who stuck to that diet they began in January. So should we just say dieting sucks, don't do it, it doesn't work? Well, I'm not so sure. In fact, my friend's wife did the keto diet with him for 3 weeks, then stopped. But in the process, she learned a ton. She learned there are unexpected carbs and things like carrots. She learned new ways to cook meat. She learned certain foods kept her fuller for longer. Finding new things that are good for you, that you'll actually stick with long term, is the whole point of being healthy. Most people can't and don't want to eat perfect all the time, and they shouldn't have to. So maybe we should rethink the whole diet thing in the first place. My favorite example of this is Whole30, a program that's explicitly meant to be just for 30 days and not something you stay on forever. In fact, co-founder Melissa Hartwig often jokes it's not meant to be Whole365. Instead, it's actually a month-long reset for your body with some pretty extreme rules. No grains, no dairy, no legumes, no alcohol, and above all, no added sugar. It's all about real whole foods, not packaged and processed stuff. And it's hard. The rules are specific, and some of them are kind of random. You can't have sriracha, but you can have Cholula. And there's no cheating. In fact, you can't even recreate sort of healthy indulgences using Whole30 approved ingredients. So you can't make like a Snickers bar out of like cacao nibs and cashew nut butter, like none of that. You need to be ready to cook a lot, and that takes time and money, and it's almost impossible to do without a friend or partners to do it with. But I did it, and I learned a lot. For example, I learned where sugar was and where it wasn't. I learned a couple easy, quick recipes that I could make at home. I was introduced to a couple new vegetables and delicious, healthy things I hadn't thought of. And I even learned how to better navigate restaurant menus. Plus, it's an experience you can tell all your friends about. Holy millennials, Batman. The future is short-term programs for long-term learnings. And I'm excited to see more diets packaged this way. Embark on a 30-day experience with your friends to learn about yourself and your body and come out of it with a couple new habits that you'll stick with forever. Sounds pretty compelling, right? Well, it's the only way that I've found that works. Hi everyone. Remember, I'm your friend with health benefits, not an expert, so feel free to disagree in the comments, write me angry emails, whatever's your thing. Watch some of my other videos. Thanks for watching.